Sorry about that. Give me a second. I'm trying to get this thing situated. Because the production team, which is me. Oh man. All right, so I got some good news, which I'm very excited to share with you. I got some really good news. I actually have some great news. And what I want to know is, first of all, happy Sunday, happy life, happy beginning of your new week as you transition to the next week. But I have some good news. A couple things. There are a lot of people dealing with so much, and whatever you are dealing with, whatever you're facing, I want you to know that things are not always in our control, and we can only do as much as we can do, or the best that we can possibly do, or bring our best to the table. So my good news is that you should be very relieved knowing that, hold on, wait. Oh, okay. My good news is that you ultimately get to bring whatever to the table you decide in every area of your life. And that's exciting news for someone or anyone who has a grasp on who they are. So the biggest thing is this. You ever heard that saying, wherever you go, there you are? That's true. That's a very true thing. And how it works is this. Because people say, oh, I know what I bring to the table. I know what I bring to the table. How many times have you heard that? I hear people say that all the time. And we generally have an idea based on our confidence level or how we are. We know if we're crazy, which some of y'all are, not everybody. Some of you bring just good energy, positive energy, great mindset. Some of you are negative. You're sarcastic. Whatever it is you bring, that's what you bring to the table. So the biggest thing is that you're consistent. And everywhere you go, there you are. But the question is, what are you bringing? If you know what you bring to the table, if you were to seriously take a poll and ask a bunch of people, you might find out some things that you could possibly want to make adjustments with. You might want to make changes with. And that could be for the good or the bad. Meaning you could see some things about you, your ways of being, and you take pretty much that into every scenario in everything that you are. Whether it be doing business, whether it be working, whether it be showing up to hang out with your friends, whether it be with a family member, whether it be with a significant other, whether it be with your children, everywhere you go, there you are. So, you ever have that friend or that person that and whenever they're on the way, or maybe your friends are there and that person's on the way, everyone has a general consensus of what's showing up when that person shows up. And sometimes it can be good. Sometimes you can be like, man, I can't wait till such and such get here because, they might have their jokes. They might always bring food with them. They might always have good news. They might always have a story. They might just have positive energy. So what are you when you show up? They might be drama. You're like, oh man, why'd you invite such and such? I'm not gonna say any names on here because, that those people are in all of our lives. You might be that person. But the best thing is that we can all make adjustments. That is such a powerful thing. That is such a self-empowering thing. And that is an ownership thing. That is an internal thing that we get to decide. You know what I'm saying? Pele, hey, woo! We get to decide that. Talofa. All right, we get to decide that. We ultimately get to decide if we make adjustments or if we turn up the volume. So imagine you're a negative person and you know that. What if you just decided just to lower your negative volume just a little bit and increase the positivity? Because you know how you are. What if you make a conscious decision? Or if you're positive, what if you decided to turn it up a little bit more? What if you're happy, Remember that one song, If You're Happy and You Know It, right? What if you know that you're happy and you decided to turn that up a little bit more? What? I mean, think about this. You know, some people might not be in the same space as you, whether that be negative or positive. And I just want more people to be conscious of that, because wherever you go, there you are. Everything that you are, you bring into any and every environment, in every situation. And generally having a conversation with someone, close to 4 or 5 minutes of a conversation with somebody, you can't really gauge everything that they are or every way that they are, but you can get a pretty good idea of the type of person that they are based on the energy that they bring to the table, the chemistry that they bring to the table, the type of frequency or the level of who they're being. Sometimes people don't even know who they're being. You know, sometimes I have conversations with people, and the conversation that they have, I believe that they've been having that same conversation for so long that they don't even realize that that is a part of their identity, that they've actually, because repeated behavior determines physiology, it actually changes us into something else that we might not want to be. You know, some people grow up saying that they don't want to be something so much that they end up being that. You know, Prince wrote that song, Maybe I'm Just Like My Father, one of the best artists ever. Maybe I'm just like my mother, right? And people say, well, I don't want to grow up and be like this. I don't want to grow up and be like that. Or I don't want to do this. Or they see something, a way of a person's being, maybe their characteristics, and they say, man, I don't want anything to do with that. Look how that person is. You know, or we have that friend that does the thing that they do unconsciously. You ever have that person that you know is annoying? Everybody knows that person's annoying. They might actually know that they're annoying, but that's their way of getting attention, and they could get attention a different way, right? Do you ever know, for yourself, for myself, you know, I consciously attempt to change my ways of being because, you know, I can be stubborn at times, but I'm consistent with everything that I do. If anybody who knows me, they'll say, that guy's consistent, for sure. I know that I'm stubborn. Stubborn can be good, stubborn can be bad. So you have to know when to apply that stubbornness. You have to know when to be everything that you are. And that is something that you really want to take into consideration. You want to take more into consideration. Because once again, everywhere you go, there you are. And that's pretty much my message for today. You know, I don't have thank you, Miss Coco. I don't have a long message, but I had to leave a message. And I think that a lot of times, you know, we might not want to share who we are or be who we are or be how we are because we're afraid to get judged by someone else. How many people have been affected by how a person is with everyone, that it knocked them out of their box, that it stopped them from doing something? Be careful of who you allow into your circle. Guard your life, guard yourself, guard your mind, guard your conversation, guard your thoughts, guard your heart, guard and protect what you put out there. And the reason I say that is because, you know, how many people have given up on their dreams? Absolutely. How many people? Mr. Ernest Jakes, my brother. That's my brother right there, man. Y'all look him up. Hey, he's someone to know. But guard your everything. Think about this. This is real. Imagine you have people that are in your life and they're the way that they are with everyone, and you are the same way that you are everywhere you go. I want you to consciously think about this. And what if that person who you've allowed into your life, who you know is a negative person, who you know either or is a positive person, who you know might do people wrong or who might treat people really well? You know who a person is. So think about this. That person could bring who they are into your life, and even though you know who they are and you know how they are, you might miss out on it. You might not pay attention to it, and it might affect how you are, or what you do, or what you believe you can do, or what you know that you bring to the table. Because the people that are in their ways can affect you, and now they brought a little bit of their ingredients and put it into your soup, into your dish, into your meal, into your feast. They brought their ingredients to your table, and you let them do it. You let them bring more salt. Who needs more salt? You let them bring some spice, and you don't even like hot food. See, everything that they bring that everywhere that they go. And now you've let it affect you. That's why I'm saying, everywhere you go, there you are, but everywhere everyone goes, they bring that. So be mindful of that. Be conscious of that. You know, there are people who have given up, completely given up on their dreams of who they are, of the juice, of the vibrations, of the power that they are, of the fun that they are, of the energy that they are. They've given up all that stuff because the person who they allow around them the most drowns it out. They're watering down the dish. They're putting all these bad ingredients in. They're adding too much water. They put too much salt. They put too much spice. They put too much sweetener into it. And you allow them to, just because they're close, just because they're in proximity. You know, I remember liking someone. I really liked someone a lot. I liked this girl so much before. And I fed into what she was saying about me because that's who she was to everybody. And you kind of, you ever have that moment when you say, man, I forgot who I am. I forgot for a moment. But that happens. We can get caught up. So I'm just giving you the head start. I'm letting you be conscious of it. Remember that I'm telling you this because when that person starts being that way, when they start pouring who they are onto you, because that's what they do to everybody, the same way you pour who you are onto everybody. Some people, when you come into the room, everybody's pumped up like, yo, well, guess who's here? They're so excited to see you. And then some people are like, oh, man, who invited this person? Are you the person that everyone's happy that got invited? Or are you the person that they're like, man, that's right. So think about that. Think about what you're allowing someone to bring into your world and be conscious of what you're putting out there. Be conscious of who you're being. Be conscious of what you've turned into or what you're changing into or what you may be evolving into as a result of who you keep around you. So listen to good things. Wake up in the morning. Listen to some good music. Find something that's going to make you laugh. Send whatever that's going to make you laugh out to people because you're putting that goodness out there. And if you put goodness out there, you're going to receive it back. If you put love out there, you're going to receive it back. But if you put negativity out there, those people, they always wonder, man, nothing goes right for me. This is going wrong. They're always. So, with that being said, I'm counting on somebody getting something out of this message. I'm counting on the fact that a piece of this could affect your day or even elevate your mindset to think to yourself, man, how am I being? That's so critical. You're going to take that throughout your life. You're going to give that to your children. Everyone around you is going to inherit that. So the blessing is not just financial. The inheritance is just not financial. It's also what's inside of us. So what are you giving to everyone else? Are you infecting them with goodness? Or are you being like the coronavirus? Something to think about. So, listen, I just want to make sure I get this out there so people might have time to maybe soak this up a little bit more, give this to other people, share this message, give this wisdom. Listen, do me a huge favor. Do me a huge favor. Share this with somebody else. I have a YouTube channel. Just look for Brian Baker. Share this message with somebody else. Get it off my Instagram. Get it off my Facebook. Share this message with somebody else. Let somebody else be affected by this positivity. Because if you received it the right way, maybe they're going to get something out of it. Maybe it's someone in your life that you want to have a conversation with about how they're being, but you couldn't. And I just had the conversation for you. And if you share that with them, just telling them it's me, I'm the messenger, and they don't have to look at you like, man, what are you trying to say about me? Instead, the right person is going to internalize it and look at themselves and say, man, I really need to take a self-evaluation. I really need to do an analysis. I really need to take self-inventory. So share this on your page. Don't just take it. Please share this message. I'm doing what I can do to impact, to make a difference, to be a game changer, regardless of what anyone else thinks, what anyone else feels, because we all have gifts. And this is one of mine, and I know it is. And there's nothing anyone can say about this gift because it was given to me, and I'm giving it to you. So that's my time. Over a million served. I'm out.